Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the latest 90-day Fiancé news update. Just when Joshua Fiancés thought there was nothing about the franchise that would surprise them, Kimberly from 90 Day, The Single Life dropped a bomb on everyone, including her son, Jamal. She explains on the show that she had a son whom Jamal never knew about more than 30 years ago, and whom she placed up for adoption. This was before Jamal was born, and it's a lot for him to handle when Kimberly explains it all on the show. But wait, there's more. Kimberly also had a daughter whom she placed for adoption, though she goes into less detail about that. Now, outside of the show, Kimberly has shared more about her relationship with her birth son and what she will or won't reveal about the mysterious daughter. Kimberly reveals during the Season 5 premiere of 90 Day, The Single Life that she got pregnant when she was 21 and at the start of her military career, since she wasn't ready to be a mom and the baby's father, who is also Jamal's father, was unwilling to help her. She placed him for adoption. Years later, he found Kimberly through an ancestry website. Kimberly says on the show that it was hard to tell Jamal about the secret brother he didn't know about until that brother, Kimberly's son Larry, contacted her. Then, Kimberly and Jamal met with him and his adoptive family. "I'm so relieved because he was such a good man," she says on the show. "I don't know how he would have turned out if I would have kept him. It makes me feel certain that I did the right thing." Outside of 90 Day Fiancé, Kimberly shared a photo of herself and Larry on Instagram. She wrote in the caption that she is still working on her relationship with Larry, and she admitted that she could have handled sharing the truth better, but she is looking forward to getting to know her son. She added in the post, "Our relationship is growing and improving every day. We are forever grateful to his adoptive mom and family." It sounds like, although Kimberly also placed a daughter for adoption, that daughter has not come back into her life. Or, it's possible that she wants to keep the reunion off camera and private for the time being. Kimberly explains on the show that she gave birth to a daughter at some point. On the same post on Instagram about Larry, Kimberly wrote in the caption that she will post about her at another time. When Kimberly opens up about the adoption stories on 90 Day, The Single Life, Jamal is there to share his own reaction to finding out he has secret siblings his mom never told him about. "I'm like, how could my own mom look me in the eyes when she knows I have a whole F-king brother?" Jamal tells producers on the show. "That's not even something I've thought about forgiving yet, because I just don't know who would do that. I don't know. I feel like your mom's the person you're supposed to trust, only..." However, it does look like Jamal is at least warming up to his brother. Larry shared a photo in his Instagram stories of himself on a couch with his toddler daughter and Jamal. It's definitely a work in progress for the family. And fans of the 90 Day Fiancés are watching closely as Kimberly navigates one of the most emotional chapters of her life ever revealed on reality television. What started as a shocking confession has now turned into a deeply personal journey of healing, truth, and complicated family connections that stretch back more than 3 decades. For longtime viewers who have followed Kimberly since her first appearance in the 90 Day universe, this revelation has completely changed how they see her story, and many are now reevaluating everything they thought they knew about her past. Kimberly has never been shy about sharing her feelings on camera, but even by 90 Day Fiancé standards, this confession stunned fans the moment she revealed that she had not 1 but 2 children placed for adoption long before Jamal was born. Instantly became one of the most talked about scenes in the Season 5 premiere of 90 Day, The Single Life. Viewers quickly took to social media to share their reactions, with many expressing sympathy for Kimberly, while others focused on Jamal's emotional response and the weight of discovering hidden siblings after so many years. According to Kimberly, her life at 21 was filled with uncertainty. She was just beginning her military career and felt completely unprepared to raise a child on her own. The baby's father, who would later also be Jamal's father, was unwilling to step in and help. Faced with limited options and feeling overwhelmed by the responsibility, Kimberly made the difficult decision to place her newborn son up for adoption. At the time, she believed it was the best choice she could make for both herself and the child. However, as she later admitted on the show, that decision stayed with her for the rest of her life. For decades, Kimberly carried this secret quietly. She built a life, raised Jamal, and eventually stepped into the spotlight through reality television. Fans got to know her as outspoken, emotional, and fiercely devoted to her son. Jamal, in turn, became a fan favorite thanks to his calm personality and strong bond with his mom. That's why the revelation of a secret sibling hit so hard. For Jamal, it wasn't just about discovering a brother he never knew existed. It was about realizing that his mother had been carrying a hidden chapter of her life all along. When Kimberly's biological son Larry reached out after finding her through an ancestry website, it set everything into motion. The initial contact was both exciting and terrifying for Kimberly. She knew that reconnecting with Larry meant she would finally have to tell Jamal the truth. Cameras captured the emotional tension as she prepared to reveal the secret. On the show, Kimberly explained that she struggled with how to bring it up and feared how Jamal might react. Despite her anxiety, she knew that honesty was the only way forward. The meeting between Kimberly, Jamal, and Larry marked a turning point. It was a moment filled with nervous anticipation, emotional vulnerability, and cautious hope. Kimberly later shared that she felt relieved when she saw the kind of man Larry had become. Seeing him happy, stable, and surrounded by a loving adoptive family gave her a sense of peace about the decision she made years ago. She expressed gratitude toward Larry's adoptive mother and family, acknowledging the role they played in shaping his life. Still, the reunion was far from simple. Jamal's reaction revealed just how deeply the news affected him. On camera, he admitted that he struggled to understand how his mother could keep such a major secret for so long. His feelings of confusion and betrayal were clear, and viewers could see that processing the information would take time. Jamal questioned the trust between them and openly wondered how he was supposed to move forward, knowing that there were parts of his family history he had never been told. Despite the initial shock, there are signs that healing has begun. Photos shared on social media showed Jamal spending time with Larry and even bonding with Larry's young daughter. These small moments suggest that, while the journey may be complicated, the family is gradually finding common ground. Kimberly has said that she hopes openness and honesty will help them move forward together. She also emphasized that rebuilding trust with Jamal is one of her top priorities outside of the show. Kimberly's Instagram posts have provided additional insight into her mindset. She has been candid about her regrets, acknowledging that she could have handled the situation differently. At the same time, she remains hopeful about the future. In one post, she described her relationship with Larry as something that continues to grow stronger every day. She expressed gratitude for the opportunity to reconnect, and for the patience and understanding shown by everyone involved. While fans have learned more about Larry and the reunion, many questions remain about Kimberly's daughter, who was also placed for adoption. Kimberly has chosen to share very few details about her. She has hinted that she may speak about her daughter at another time, but has made it clear that privacy is important. Some viewers speculate that a reunion could be happening off camera, while others believe Kimberly may still be searching for her. For now, it remains one of the most mysterious aspects of her story. The emotional weight of these revelations has sparked widespread discussion among fans. Some viewers applaud Kimberly for finally sharing her truth and taking steps to reconnect with her children. Others sympathize with Jamal, recognizing how difficult it must be to process such life-changing news in front of millions of viewers. The situation highlights the complex nature of family relationships and the long-lasting impact of decisions made decades earlier. As the season continues, audiences are eager to see how Kimberly and Jamal navigate this new reality. Will their bond grow stronger through honesty and understanding, or will the strain of long-kept secrets create lasting tension? And perhaps most importantly, will Kimberly eventually reunite with her daughter and bring another piece of her past into the present? These are the questions keeping fans invested as the story unfolds. One thing is certain: Kimberly's journey has added a deeply personal layer to the 90-Day Fiancé franchise, reminding viewers that behind the drama and romance are real people with real histories. Her willingness to confront her past on camera has opened the door to conversations about adoption, forgiveness, and the complicated ways families come together over time. As more details emerge, fans will continue watching closely to see how this emotional story develops and whether the bonds between Kimberly, Jamal, and Larry will continue to grow stronger in the episodes ahead. What makes the situation even more compelling is how it reflects a reality many families face but rarely discuss publicly. Adoption stories often carry layers of emotion, including guilt, relief, curiosity, and hope, and Kimberly's journey is bringing those complicated feelings to the forefront in a way that few reality television moments ever have. For Kimberly, stepping into this new chapter means confronting choices she made decades ago, while also embracing the possibility of healing old wounds. She has admitted that keeping the secret from Jamal for so long was something she struggled with internally. For years, although she believed she was protecting him and preserving stability in their lives, she now understands that the truth, even when painful, might have been easier to process if shared earlier. This realization has been a major theme throughout her appearances on the show since the revelation aired. Jamal, meanwhile, has been navigating his own emotional journey. Known for his calm and collected demeanor on previous seasons, he found himself in unfamiliar territory as he processed the news about his long-lost siblings. The cameras captured moments of frustration, disbelief, and vulnerability that resonated deeply with viewers. Many fans took to social media to express support, For Jamal, praising him for being honest about his feelings rather than pretending everything was fine. His reaction has sparked conversations about trust between parents and children, especially when it comes to life-altering secrets. Despite the initial shock, Jamal has shown signs of growth and openness as he continues to get to know Larry. Their first meeting was understandably awkward, but it also carried a sense of cautious optimism. Both men approached the situation with respect and curiosity, trying to understand each other's lives and experiences. Larry, who grew up with his adoptive family, expressed gratitude for the opportunity to meet his biological mother and brother. He has described the experience as surreal but meaningful, emphasizing that he doesn't harbor resentment toward Kimberly for the decision she made years ago. Kimberly has often spoken about the relief she felt after meeting Larry and seeing the life he built. Knowing that he was raised in a loving environment gave her reassurance that her decision, though painful, led to a positive outcome. She has repeatedly thanked Larry's adoptive family for giving him the stability and care she felt she couldn't provide at the time. This gratitude has been a recurring theme in her public statements and social media posts, where she emphasizes the importance of acknowledging everyone involved in the adoption process. While the reunion with Larry has begun to take shape, the mystery surrounding Kimberly's daughter continues to intrigue fans. Kimberly has been careful not to reveal too much information, stating that she wants to respect her daughter's privacy and boundaries. This decision has led to speculation among viewers about whether a reunion has already taken place behind the scenes or if Kimberly is still searching for her. Some believe that future episodes of the show might explore this storyline further, while others think Kimberly may choose to keep it entirely off camera. The emotional depth of Kimberly's story has also added a new dimension to her public image. Previously known primarily for her dramatic relationship struggles and outspoken personality, she is now being seen in a more vulnerable and reflective light. Many fans have expressed newfound empathy for her, recognizing the courage it takes to share such personal experiences on a global platform. Others remain critical, questioning whether certain aspects of the story should have been revealed on television rather than handled privately. This divide in public opinion highlights the complexity of sharing deeply personal moments within the framework of reality entertainment. Beyond the immediate family dynamics, Kimberly's revelations have sparked broader conversations about adoption and family secrets. Viewers have shared their own stories online, creating a wave of discussion about the long-term impact of adoption on both biological parents and children. Some have praised Kimberly for bringing attention to these issues, saying that her openness could help others feel less alone in their experiences. Others have pointed out the importance of transparency and communication within families, emphasizing how secrets can affect relationships even decades later. As the season progresses, producers are expected to continue exploring how Kimberly and Jamal navigate their evolving relationship. Trust is a central theme, and rebuilding it will likely take time and consistent effort from both sides. Kimberly has expressed a strong desire to move forward with honesty, while Jamal has indicated that he needs space to process everything at his own pace. Their willingness to work through these challenges together could ultimately strengthen their bond. But the journey will not be without obstacles. Larry's presence in their lives adds another layer to the unfolding story. It2 know each other better. There is potential for meaningful connections to form not only between the siblings but also between their extended families. Scenes of shared meals, conversations, and small moments of bonding hint at the possibility of a new chapter defined by acceptance and understanding rather than secrecy and distance. At the same time, the reality of blending families after decades apart can be complicated. Differences in upbringing, life experiences, and expectations can create challenges that require patience and empathy to overcome. Kimberly has acknowledged that building relationships with her biological children will take time and effort. She has also expressed hope that, with honesty and mutual respect, they can create a supportive family dynamic moving forward. Fans are now eagerly waiting to see how these relationships evolve in upcoming episodes and beyond. Will Kimberly's journey inspire deeper connections within her family, or will unresolved emotions continue to create tension? How will Jamal balance his feelings about the past with his desire to build a relationship with his newly discovered brother? And will Kimberly eventually share more about her daughter and the possibility of reconnecting with her as well? One thing is clear. Kimberly's story has become one of the most emotionally compelling arcs in recent 90-Day Fiancé's history. It goes beyond typical reality TV drama, touching on themes of forgiveness, identity, and the enduring impact of choices made long ago. As viewers continue to follow her journey, they are witnessing not just a reality star's personal revelation, but a deeply human story about family, second chances, and the courage it takes to face the past head-on. And as this remarkable journey unfolds, audiences around the world remain invested in every new development, hoping that honesty, understanding, and time will ultimately bring healing to a family learning how to reconnect after decades of separation. Kimberly's story has become one of the most emotionally compelling arcs in recent 90-Day Fiancé's history. It goes beyond typical reality TV drama, touching on themes of forgiveness, identity, and the enduring impact of choices made long ago. As viewers continue to follow her journey, they are witnessing not just a reality star's personal revelation, but a deeply human story about family, second chances, and the courage it takes to face the past, as this powerful storyline continues to unfold. The spotlight now turns to what comes next for Kimberly and her family as they navigate a future shaped by truth rather than secrecy. For Kimberly, the decision to finally open up has already begun to change the dynamics within her family. While the road to complete healing may still be long, she has made it clear that she is fully committed to doing the emotional work required to move forward. She understands that rebuilding trust with Jamal will not happen overnight, and that actions, not just words, will determine how their relationship evolves. In many ways, Kimberly now finds herself balancing two emotional journeys at once. On one hand, she is rediscovering a connection with Larry, the son she placed for adoption decades ago. On the other hand, she is working to repair and strengthen the bond with the son she raised. Both relationships are deeply important to her, and both require patience, honesty, and understanding. She has openly admitted that she sometimes feels overwhelmed by the emotional weight of these simultaneous reunions, but she remains hopeful that time will bring clarity and deeper connection. For Jamal, the situation has forced him to reevaluate not only his relationship with his mother, but also his understanding of family itself. Learning that he has siblings he never knew about has expanded his sense of identity in unexpected ways. Although his initial reaction was filled with confusion and hurt, he has shown resilience in facing this new reality. Observers have noted that Jamal's willingness to engage in conversations with Kimberly and Larry, even when uncomfortable, demonstrates a genuine desire to move forward rather than remain stuck in resentment. Meanwhile, Larry continues to play an important role in bringing a sense of calm and perspective to the situation. His life experiences and supportive upbringing have given him a balanced outlook that helps ease tension during emotionally charged moments. By expressing gratitude for both his adoptive family and his newfound biological connections, he has created a tone of acceptance that encourages healing for everyone involved. His presence has also introduced new family dynamics, including the joyful addition of his young daughter, who represents a fresh start and a shared future for this newly connected family. As the season progresses, fans are likely to see more moments of interaction between Kimberly, Jamal, and Larry as they continue building their relationships. Simple activities such as shared meals, conversations about the past, and time spent together as a family all contribute to the gradual process of forming genuine bonds. These everyday interactions, though less dramatic than the initial revelation, are perhaps the most meaningful steps toward creating lasting connections at the same time. The lingering mystery surrounding Kimberly's daughter remains a topic of intense curiosity among viewers. Kimberly has been careful to maintain her daughter's privacy, choosing her words thoughtfully whenever the subject arises. She has hinted that there may be more to share in the future, but has also emphasized that any revelations will happen on her daughter's terms. This careful approach reflects Kimberly's desire to respect boundaries and avoid repeating past mistakes, particularly when it comes to protecting her children's emotional well-being. Public reaction to Kimberly's story continues to evolve. As new details emerge, many fans have expressed admiration for her courage in confronting such a deeply personal chapter of her life on a public platform. Others remain critical, questioning whether reality television is the appropriate setting for such intimate family matters. Regardless of differing opinions, there is no denying that Kimberly's journey has sparked meaningful conversations about adoption, forgiveness, and the complexity of family relationships. Social media platforms have been filled with messages from viewers sharing their own adoption stories and personal experiences with long-lost relatives. For some, Kimberly's openness has provided a sense of validation and understanding. For others, it has served as a reminder of the importance of honesty and communication within families. These discussions highlight the broader impact of Kimberly's story beyond the confines of a television show, demonstrating how reality TV can sometimes open the door to real-world reflection and dialogue. Looking ahead, the future of Kimberly's family remains unwritten. There will likely be challenges, emotional conversations, and moments of uncertainty as they continue navigating this new chapter. However, there is also a strong sense of possibility. The willingness of all parties to engage in open dialogue, and to approach the situation with empathy suggests that meaningful healing is within reach. Kimberly has repeatedly emphasized her desire to build relationships based on honesty moving forward, and both Jamal and Larry appear open to exploring what that might look like as audiences continue to tune in. They are not just watching a reality show storyline unfold. They are witnessing the real-time evolution of a family learning to reconnect after years of separation and secrecy. Each new interaction, each honest conversation, and each shared moment contributes to a narrative that is as heartfelt as it is compelling. For Kimberly, this chapter represents an opportunity to rewrite parts of her past while embracing the future with renewed hope and determination. Ultimately, Kimberly's story serves as a reminder that families are rarely simple or straightforward. They are shaped by choices, circumstances, and the passage of time. Yet even after decades of distance, there remains the possibility of reconnection and understanding. As this emotional journey continues to unfold on and off the screen, viewers remain invested in the hope that truth, compassion, and patience will guide this family toward a stronger and more unified future.